Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 3, the real driving simulator. And here we go with race 3, 10 laps. We gotta try and dominate these guys. I think this is stage route 5 backwards. Either that or stage route 11 backwards. No, I was right, stage route 5. Alright, so overall this should be simple, easy, no problems. Hopefully we can get more than 2 races done in this episode, or at least that's a goal, at least to try and get through. I mean, these races are going to be long as hell, so we have that to look forward to. But with us being in a Formula car, there should really be like no reason for this not to be as short as possible, like as short and sweet as possible. So hopefully we can do this and handle our business. And then after this, I need to work on some homework, so I don't have to do anything for Friday, and that could just be my relaxed day because all I have to do Friday, if I can get everything done, is just turn the computer back into the school that I'm going to, and then boom, I'm officially a senior. I passed, no problems. I got my credit that I needed. Or at least I think so. Partial credit, something like that. But the only credit that I really need right now is my English, and that's really it. I mean, there's been other classes because of me missing like a full semester. That I basically missed, other classes like math and whatnot. But those fall into the category of state testing, so I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me in the ass or not. I really hope not, but you never know. Yesterday, Guitar Hero 2 came in the mail, which is awesome. We're gonna try and get Patreon video of that. I made a poll on Instagram, and I still need to do it on YouTube uh, to have that timed out, and then see what you guys think on what movie should be the first film I react over on the Patreon. Because on my Instagram with like all my friends and whatnot, I made the post, and the poll was the Blues Brothers, Young Guns, like the first one, the Big Lebowski, and the Dream Team. Which the Dream Team, man, that's a great film. It has Michael Keaton, Pierre Boyle, Christopher Lloyd. Overall, just a great film. It was definitely one of my dad's favorites and actually one of mine, so. And I got the disc copy of it here, so I might at most have to throw that into, PS3, get that over, react towards it or something. Go from there. Oh, and then there were some other movies that I found like on Tubi and whatnot. One of them was Big Fat Liar, which I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and that's another film that's basically like my childhood. The only thing that's bad about Big Fat Liar is the fact that Dan Schneider directed the film. Which, if you don't know who that is, well, he's basically one of those people who likes to grow up and sniff little kids. Or at least that's what we all get at around here. On who that loser really is. So here we go. And something I also learned about that guy, too, was that he was in GTA Vice City. I never knew that. I mean, that kind of bothers me a little bit, but yeah, it happens. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's do this here. So far, so good. Gotta take everything nice and easy for right now, at least. And then we're gonna try and get a live stream done tonight. And here's my plan. And I don't know if I'm gonna implement it with the videos and the content that we're doing now, but at some point I want to like do like one game one day and then the other day, and kind of switch between the two instead of like doing both all at the same time, all in one day. Because to a degree that hurts like some of like the views and the people that just want to watch and enjoy the content. So I don't know. Unless I'm just gonna have to see what I can do and then hope for the best and just see what happens. Alright, here we go. So far, so good. We're halfway done with this race. And we're only like 5 minutes into this video, so counts for something, I suppose. Alright. Okay. I just hope that we don't have to go into the pits at all. So, hopefully here with, like, us racing, finding the right lines to go through and all this stuff, that actually helps us out. And with that, we can actually just be done with this race. Hopefully get closer to being done with the Gran Turismo World Championship once and for all. Because this is like the last Gran Turismo World Championship that we'll have to do. Because we've done this series in beginner, we've done it in the amateur league, now here in the professional, so we gotta get that knocked out. Also, something I learned actually late last night that shocked me is that the PlayStation Store added 3 new PlayStation 2 games. I don't know if it was like yesterday on when they added them or 2 days ago or when exactly, but they added the first Sly Cooper game, which is a great game. I mean, it's targeted for a younger audience, but the game's fun. I give it its due. Um, and then the second one, I believe, was like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and then Tomb Raider. I don't know what game of Tomb Raider it was, but it was a Tomb Raider game. And I remember that there was some about like more PS2 games coming on to the PS4 and PS5 because of this company called Implicit something. Because they were going to basically put down all the older nostalgic games that we all love that were from our childhood back up there at some point. Um, which, you know, it sucks that they're doing it now, especially since PlayStation 5 and whatnot's already through half of their like life cycle, you could say. But I mean, honestly, I ain't complaining. I mean, the game Sly Cooper, because that's the game that I've played on PS2 before, so I know a little bit more about that. The looks from the PlayStation 5 compared to the PS2 really stand out. I mean, it's not like the remastered type look by any means, but it looks like the game runs smoother. That, you know, there's a little bit of a light up with it compared to the PS2. And then you get the PS4 version of Sly Cooper, which looks really slow, really bad in frame rates. Um, but like I think it only goes up to like 480p, or that was something that was like talked about. But I don't know. But I would really love to see the PlayStation Store actually add to these games, or to the PS5, the PS4. It's Gran Turismo 4. You know what I would give to, you know, have this buy Gran Turismo 4 and actually play it on my own for real without having to use the shitty emulation systems? I would give everything for it. I would be giving, you know, kidney, an arm. And, you know, my PS2 doesn't play Gran Turismo 4 anymore. It used to during its like early parts of its like life cycle, but no matter the copy, does not work. I've even tried on my dad's original PS2 because he has like a Fat Boy model, and even that does not, under any circumstances, like hold up in the way that's supposed to. And it bothers me because Gran Turismo 4 was my favorite Gran Turismo game. It beats this, in my opinion, to a degree. But the longer I haven't played Gran Turismo 4, the more I forget about the game, and the more that I rank this above it. Because although graphics of Gran Turismo 4 were really superb and ahead of its time, given Gran Turismo 3, unlike Gran Turismo 4, actually plays. It does what it's supposed to. Gran Turismo 4, on the other hand, it keeps coming up as like disc grid aired, no matter your PlayStation model. And that's from my experience. And then if you try and like use the emulation part of it, like a PCSX2, garbage. Like, it's so bad that playing the newer Madden games would be better than trying to play Gran Turismo 4 on, the emulation system. Which, the only emulator that I like and or respect to an extent is the PSP emulator. Because that we actually had working very well, very smoothly. With that, it actually helped us to do Vice City Stories, which, when my birthday gets here, we're going to be live streaming that game for my birthday. And, on top of all that, you also got all the other decent titles there on the PSP that aren't completely bad. Like Driver 76, which is, from what I've heard, it's a prequel to Parallel Lines. I've never played it myself. I've like seen it in like trailers and whatnot. But it's something worth getting into. But there's one thing that I did play a lot on the PSP emulator, and that was it's called GTA Sindako Chronicles. It's basically a mod thing out of Liberty City Stories, but it's still like within the base game, and you get to play as people within the Sadako family. That's very interesting, very unique in its own way. And not to mention the music is a million times better than Liberty City Stories soundtrack, because I think Liberty City Stories soundtrack, garbage. Hate me in the comments, but that's always been like my opinion. I don't want to be listening to opera. Although a lot of Italians back in the day would listen to that stuff, I am not one of those guys. I don't like opera. I think it's horrible. All it is people screaming in song, which can give you a splitting headache. But then again, that's probably really just me. But, I just hope that, like I said, they add Gran Turismo 4 someday. You know what I mean? Because they owe that to PlayStation fans out there. Even people who have never played Gran Turismo 4, they play that, they listen to the music and whatnot, Van Halen, as the game starts right up. I'm willing to guarantee $100. Well, not really $100 because I'm broke, but that people actually love Gran Turismo 4 than Gran Turismo 7. And Gran Turismo 7 is good, sort of. I actually think it's very much boring, but that's me. Here we go. Alright. 6 seconds ahead of the R390 race car. Which, hey, that's not too bad, all things considered. Oh, shoot. Alright. Here we go. Let me go out this way here. Also, too, my lower back is killing me. I don't know what I did, but it was like ever since yesterday, almost going into the evening. Ah, crap. That's when like my back pain just started to ache. Now, unfortunately, I do have scoliosis in my back, which, if you don't know what scoliosis is, it's basically your body curving to where it's not aligned with itself, like how, the vertebrae and all that stuff is supposed to be. With scoliosis, it's not like that. It goes into a curve, basically. And, because I've been suffering from scoliosis for a while, it's kind of taking its repercussions. It's getting worse in a way. Although, when I was like working out, weightlifting and whatnot last year, that actually slowed that stuff down a lot, and it was slowly getting better in its own way. But, with me not doing that much anymore, it's like it's going back into decaying itself. Um, and before my dad passed, he actually had his back broken 3 different places. And something I've actually noticed by paying close attention is that he had scoliosis too. Now, because my dad was a lot older, it wasn't a very common thing. Just like lupus at the time wasn't so common. Like now, a lot of people could treat or do anything for it. Um, but he was. I do remember that my dad was thinking about getting his back fused at one point, but he didn't because one of like you could still have tons of back issues even if you do get like fused and whatnot, which he threw in consideration as well as like his age at that point. But I don't know. I miss my dad. The dude was a major part of my life. But here we go. And now it's like I actually just have nightmares, really, or points of like where he haunts me almost in a sense because I actually have a traumatic experience. I feel like now I could probably tell you guys this, but when my dad passed, I never got my chance to really say goodbye to him before he actually was gone, and the like pallbearer or the coroner um told me and asked me to help my dad out, like carrying him out down the stairs and whatnot, because we got like 5 or 6 steps, before you get to our house, like into our house. And because at the time, I wasn't thinking, I just wanted to be with my dad a little bit longer before he was taken away. And then, I hauled him out, helped him out, helped the coroner and everything out. And then after that, I just broke down. And I blame myself for that because, I loved my dad and I should have never, done something like that because, that's messed up. Especially if you're already falling apart anyways and the coroner's like, can you help me get your dad down the stairs? I really appreciate that. Like that in itself is messed up. And right now, me and my mom, we're still having a hard time paying off his cremation, unfortunately. We still owe like a little over $1,000 right now. And with me basically without a job other than this, it's hard for me to do my part because I know beforehand I, helped get the ball rolling for paying off my dad's cremation. And actually on the first day when we first got there and we were figuring out what the price was, I gave the guy almost $300 right off the bat to help kind of forward things. And then, there was a GoFundMe thing that, helped out a little bit because cremation, that stuff is expensive. If you want to do a cremation without, newspapers, none of that stuff, the standard cremation is $3,200. At least here in the state that I live in, I think. I don't know if it's like everywhere else because you got to figure in possible taxes, all that garbage. But it just baffles me. I know that's another thing that he's haunting me on too. Is like that we haven't really stayed on top of that. We haven't, been there to pay off his cremation in a month or two because we've had other stuff get in the way, like issues with my mom's truck because they had to get a brake job and all these other stuff. And I'm trying to find a job now. I'm still trying to find a job. I haven't really had any luck, really, because it's just hasn't been easy. You know, but I'm still at least trying everything that I can to do, the right thing, the best thing. And that's, to get my dad paid off and go from there. But I miss him. Like, I miss, his cooking because he was a hell of a cook. How he would talk about football games or just simply watching him play GTA San Andreas just to do so. Because him playing that was basically my life, pretty much. Because he literally played that game ever since I was born. And kind of within the last couple of years or so before, he passed and everything, he actually was playing GTA 5 and GTA Online. And the last, like, update to the game they played was the contract DLC. That was, I should have went to the pits. But that was like it on what he did, on like what he played, and then that was kind of it, basically. We play a little bit of like the original Super Mario Brothers with my mom because she has like the original Nintendo system. But that was really about it, and I don't know, it's just been tough, all the way around. Also, too, I missed going into the pits, and now with our tires all red and our Formula One car kind of being a little out of control, this is bad for us. So, hopefully, I can get to the pits with ease, relative ease, and then we can try and finish this race and get to the third one. Or at least try to, you know what I mean? So, let's go on out here. Right, hit my brakes. There we go. 41 seconds ahead of that car, but he's going to be really close to me by the time we get into the pits. Especially with how slow I'm going because of the fact of my tires being bad. And how slow I'm going to be here in the pits. Alright. Let's do this. One lap left in this race. Or at least, or two, considering, this lap, then the final lap. But even then, that's still basically final lap. So let's go. Let's try and finish this thing here. And, just see what we can do, Because, I want to try and get, again, this done and then work on some schoolwork a little bit. So I can kind of get that worked on because I'm like halfway done with it all. I only have like 24 assignments left to complete. And the only thing that can really demolish my grade is the what's it called? The unit test, like the big test for it. That could be the only thing to really destroy my grade. But everything else, if I could do really good, I could get an easy A on the class, on, everything, and then I could just go on, just like that. And Friday's like the big last day, so, whatever I could get done today and tomorrow, that's gonna help me out big time. So, that's something that I'm going to be doing, off, camera and whatnot, and hope for the best. Hope that I could graduate on time for this year and just do everything in my power, because that's my goal. That's my plan. My go-to. Because you guys get no idea how bad I want to graduate and get out of high school for good. I want more than anything. And most importantly, I want to just get that diploma. And maybe when I get put into a display case with, a little headline on it that says a dedication to my dad or something like that. Because he never finished high school, unfortunately. And he had, ADHD and all that stuff, but during, like, his time, it wasn't really common. People just saw him as, like, stupid, which was, like, a big thing from there, almost going into the 90s for the most part. I would say, maybe. I could be wrong. But, yeah. I really wish he was alive so I could just hand him the diploma and be like, that's for him. But I can't do that now. That's alright. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Start. I'm starting. I'm going. Let me go right now. Alright, 10 laps here. And then after this race, we'll call this video good because we're, like, close to this video being timed. But because of the fact of us trying to get more done and with these races being as long as they are, we're kind of bending our rules just a little bit. Having the video between 30 to 35 minutes long. So here we go. Okay, let me go right around here, around the outside. But that's a great Eminem song, Without Me. Because it feels so empty without me. Alright, here we go. Okay. 6 seconds out of the GT1 race car. Which, hey, that's good. Good to know. Why? Because I hate that race car. I hate it with the passion. I mean, I would rather have, like, the 787B than that hunk of junk. No! No! Ah, dude. Get me out of here. Horrible way to start off this race, man. You're like one lap into the race, then I made that mistake. What's up with that? Here we go. I'm going to go right around here. Nice and easy. But yeah, overall we're making things work the best way that we know how. We're keeping things on like a professional level, so that also helps in its own way, I should say. Here we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes. There we go. 9 seconds ahead. Let's do this. Lap 3. We still beat our lap time. Barely. But hey, that's better than completely missing the mark. So I can't be the guy to complain about that. Here we go. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Go it this way. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Okay, so far so good. Maybe. Alright. 16 seconds ahead. Fantastic. Now let's go right here. Now we're going to definitely try our best to get through this race almost as fast as we can. You know, that's going to be the big thing here for this. So there's lap 4. And almost exactly a minute. That was like a minute and 1 second or something like that. So let's see if we can keep on doing that. Because maybe if we do this fast enough, then there could be a possibility of not having to go into the pits. Although I don't know if that's really likely. Alright, here we go. Come on, car, work for me. Okay, here we go. Alright. Good stuff here. We're letting everything work out the way it's supposed to at least, so that's a plus. Alright. Here we go. Good stuff. Keep on working. That's all I gotta do. Here we go. Alright. 5 laps left in this race. Our tires are still yellow, so that counts for something. But I think that's just 26 seconds ahead, so that's still pretty good. Alright. There's... Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was a little messy. But it's alright. Okay, here we go. Now I gotta go right around here. Alright. There we go. Let's go, let's do this thing. Come on, come on, come on. Just let it go, let it work. Okay. So far, so good. Alright. There we go. Okay. Everything's good behind me. Up front, that looks like everything's good too, so got that going for me. Alright. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, shoot. Ah. Kind of bad right there. Well, that wasn't kind of bad. It was bad. Okay. Shoot. And our tires are starting to turn a little bit, so here, probably on this lap, I won't go into the pits just to be safe. You know, as safety precautions. And after that, just go on out, finish this race, then go on about our business. Alright, there's that GT40 race car, which is not my problem anymore. Alright. There we go. Let's do this. Ugh. Ow, I'm back. Alright. Here we go. Now we can keep on moving with ease. No problems. We're still like 40 seconds ahead of the race car, so that counts for something. So here we go. Let me go through here. Brake to second gear. Alright. Now we're letting things work out. Now the GT1 race car is now in the pit, so that can help us out. There's that R390 taking back what's rightfully his, from the looks of it. Here we go. We go up here. Now let me catch up to that GT1 race car again. Which that's another car I hate. I like the road car better than the race car. Alright, here we go. Now I can pass that XJ 2020 with no problems. Alright. Here we go. Let me go this way, right around here. Alright. You should be good for the most part. I like to think. Don't hold me to that though. Alright. Let me go through here. Oh shoot. Okay. Alright, there's that. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Still got a lot of work here to do. A lot of work. But I got this. No problems. No issues. No drama. There we go. Here we go. One lap left in this one. Let's do it. Alright. Let me go, let me go, let me go right now. Go out this way. Okay. Go out here. Alright, so far so good. Just gotta take things with overall ease. Okay. We go out this way. Back here. Got it. Alright. Now I'm currently at, what, almost 10 seconds lap or whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Our last lap, we hit 1 minute exactly. Almost. Oh, that's awesome, man. Here we go. Let's finish this thing. Let's pass that GT1 race car. Get up there and try and finish this race out. Close it all in. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm good. I think. Alright, here we go. Let me use my brakes around here. Okay. Alright, so far so good. There we go. Okay, 57 seconds. Alright. Here we go. Whoa. Alright. And there's the final spot. And we're done with that race. Another 35 grand in our pockets. And there we go. Let's go save. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider liking, subscribing, and maybe on turning on bell notifications. It would mean the world to me. And then if you want exclusive perks and whatnot, like free shout-outs, monthly movie night, me testing out the future video games that I buy, and a look at my character analysis script, go check out my Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Hope you all have a great day, and hope to see you guys tonight with our live stream. See you then.